insults to solve Galamsey. No amount of insults silence Ghanaians on Galamsey. NDC in power for 1.5 years in government is yet to implement one single campaign promise made to Ghanaians, apart from bringing back Dumso after charging 1 Ghana cedi each per litre of fuel for Dumso levy. NDC is a scam. Is the NDC a scam? Adam Abdul Rahman Bako in Old Barrier sends this one in. A very good morning to you, Abdul. What do you think? Is this NDC?
I agree with some part of his message, not the others. I mean, I don't buy into using such strong words to describe. Right. I mean, but the part that he said, if they are not in support of what she said, some disciplinary measures should have been taken by now. I totally agree that she's suspended, fired, or whatever. I mean, so that others will know that, hey, you can't descend on critiques like that, you know. And yeah, I agree with that part of his message. The other part, I think, is more political. And,
then the other part is more
political. I mean, you don't need anybody to tell you that this is an NPP
you don't
person.
Need a rocket scientist, right?
Yeah, to tell you that this is an NPP person sending the text. I mean, yeah.
Abdul Rahman Bako. This one said we should wish somebody a happy birthday. Now let's move to Kwabenya. Kwabenya says he said, good morning, I am Eben from Kwabenya.
Okay.
Thanks to Honorable Jinapo, Energy Minister, for briefing the press on the power cut and the way forward. Also, there was a power cut. What is he saying? Yeah, power cut and the way forward. This is what we want. Updates. Update us when the need arises. Also, a timetable needed for proper planning. That is all. I couldn't agree more with him, right?
Yeah. Timetable needed for proper planning. Yeah, I need it.
Greetings to Honorable Julius Debra, Chief of Staff, Honorable Peter Akwesi Mensah, Tema Shipyard, and Honorable MC Agbo of Gan East.
Okay.
He sends his greeting. Now let's go to Menchia. Go so this morning. From your man Capito. Capito goes to Menchia. He said, we will not say anything. We will not say anything because JDM and the NDC knows they are preparing for opposition come 2028 because of their bad performance. Cocoa farmers are still suffering. Dumso is back. And he sends his regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the incoming president, and Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin, the incoming MPP National Women's Organizer, hopeful. So those are messages from the on WhatsApp. All right. So messages on WhatsApp are live and direct. These are the numbers. Okay. Well, so those are a few messages that is coming this morning. So you can also share your thoughts with us. 053-715-8638. What do you make of this, of the messages that came in this morning?
Of course. I mean, I like the fact that is the event. So we need a timetable.
Yeah.
That is it. That is all we need. If they won't be able to fix whatever the situation is, you know, they should give us a timetable so that they will take their time to work on it and restore, you know, power supply. Rather than this, I mean, the uncertainty and the arbitrary nature of taking the lights and bringing it on, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. If we have a timetable, I can plan with it. I know that today I wouldn't have lights, so I have to go somewhere else and do business or something. But not telling me anything, just take it. Look, we should move beyond this kind of thing. And consider the workers at ECG will know that people need to know whether they will have lights or not. I mean, 69 years getting 70 years. That one we have to beg, say, Mubedum lights. Now, one can't say, how would they often on 69 years? I'm asking, at what point in our stage Can we have stable power supply? Even if we won't have stable power supply, it will be properly regulated with a timetable, a schedule, so that today I know that there wouldn't be lights. I can plan with it. That is a serious society. You didn't just off the lights. Oh, this morning I'm really as I sit here, I don't know what's happening. Whether there will be light at home, there wouldn't be light, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. 69 years. How? So ECG, please, government, if you need to give us a schedule, please do. That is all we are asking for. Take your time, fix the thing, but let us this arbitrary nature of doing the thing, and it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help.
It doesn't help anybody. The question is 0537158638. Is the numbers. You can send messages. You can call us. You can share your thoughts. Do we need a timetable?
We do. We do, pa.
Well, the Electricity Company of Ghana was established in 1967. So it's 59 years old.
59 years, cry on, sir.
Of a pension.
59 crowns, sir.
Of a pension.
So, a brilliant so. A brilliant so say, on bedroom light, on back country, so, and nay. Nungwa, Mami, Coastal, basket, Coca-Cola, you won't have light. A brilliant so that the people can plan. That is what serious people do. Look, sometimes if you want your people to be serious, show that you are serious. You don't just off the thing arbitrarily like that. Just like that. We are not saying that, look, we are not asking for perfection. We are still a developing society. Yeah. But there are some basic things we can do. And on a bro so say we'll have a stable power supply throughout the year. And we're bro so. But bro so say lights, we'll inform the people that there wouldn't be light in your area. And what do you need for that? And bro so as a society, it helps us to plan. That is all I'm asking for. I work remotely. So I work from home. When there is no light, I can't work. So when I get to know that today there wouldn't be light in my area, I move somewhere else to work. That is all I'm asking for. So if you can't keep the light on 24/7, let me know when I will not have it, so I can plan my life around it. But this arbitrary nature, yesterday I got home only to realize there was no light. What is this? So bro, look, we should turn everything to politics. So when we give them a timetable, then it comes to confirm the fact that indeed who doesn't know that there is outage? Who doesn't know that they are doing low schedule? Who doesn't know? Everybody knows. But giving the people a timetable will help them to plan their lives. It will help me plan. Say obi feeds more. Maybe I saw no life that time. It helps to plan. It helps. If you can't stabilize the thing, give us a timetable. That is what I'm asking for. This arbitrary nature. So I'll move from my house, go to a friend's place, maybe it's like you are so confused. What is this?
You are so confused.
I can't tell my employer. It's even is. What are you talking about?
The African Center for Energy Policy has raised concerns about what it described as a deep-seated negligence within Ghana's power sector following the recent fire incident at a major energy infrastructure linked to the Akosombo Hydro Electric Dam. The Executive Director, Benjamin Boachi, says the incident reflects broader systemic failure in the energy sector that goes beyond individual responsibility and points to a long-standing institutional weaknesses. How do we turn this thing around?
Because they have not said it is capacity problem. So IPPs have not shut down I heard there was one of the gas plants was undergoing some maintenance. So, so I don't know. I don't think it is capacity.
It has been done
long time. So it's not about capacity. It's not as if we are unable to generate power to supply to consumers. That is not it. I think it is just about management at this point. It is just about management, right? I like, for me, I said, I understand that we can't keep the lights on all the time because we haven't gotten there. But at least the basic thing is when you know that a particular area wouldn't have light, unless emergency situations. But when you know that you be, look, let's stop this thing. Let's stop it. And it's not helping anybody. We are the same people paying taxes for development. If we are not working, how do we pay the taxes? If the hairdresser is not working, the barber is not working, the fashion designer is not working, all of these people, they need light. Co-stores are not working. How? Let's stop that. Look at the way power is disrupting our program.
Yeah.
2026 in 2026. They can't just say that Wednesday morning there will be light out so that we can plan. That one a so as a state, a so and no being political we shouldn't give timetable. What kind of thinking is this? Oh, Charlie. This morning I want to be diplomatic, but I said the power thing is just.
So you need to be diplomatic. You see, there isn't a single problem. It is all about a chain of structural weaknesses that keeps feeding each other.
Yeah.
Now, our power sector issues are less about one failure and more about how generation, distribution, finance, and governance are aligned. This is a problem. It's a chain structural problem. Now, let's start with the money problem. The sector is heavily indebted.
The car.
ECG struggles to collect full revenue due to power theft. Similar thing is happening to NETCO. Now, 40 metering on paid bills, especially from state institutions. That means it often can't fully pay generators like the Water River Authority or the independent power producers. The result is a cycle of debt that weakens the entire system. Then there's this overcapacity, but ironically still outages. Ghana actually has enough installed generation capacity on paper. On paper we have it. The problem is many plants are tied to expensive contractors. Many plants are tied to expensive contractors or sit idle due to fuel constraints, gas supply issues, so you end up paying for power you don't use. The Ameri plants. These are power sometimes we don't use, but we have to pay for it. Capacity charges. While still experiencing dooms of some periods, that is a planning and contract management issue, not a supply issue. Now, when it comes to transmission, I've taken my time to break it down.
Yeah.
Now, transmission and distribution losses are another big drain. A significant chunk of electricity is lost before it even reaches the consumers through old infrastructure, illegal connections, technical inefficiencies. ECG loses, the losses are consistently above ideal levels, which translated into lost revenue and unreliable supply. All these losses is transmitted into revenue losses and unreliable supply. Then the tariffs are politically sensitive when it comes to tariffs. And that complicates things. The PURC sets tariff, but increases are often resisted for social and political reasons. So tariffs don't always reflect the true cost of producing and distributing power.
It means we are paying less.
Now, when prices are artificially low, the sector bleeds financially.
Mm.
And we do that for political expediency. Forward dependency is another pressure point. In a sense that the thermal plants rely heavily on natural gas, sometimes imported or inconsistently supplied. When gas supply is interrupted, generation drops and oil becomes more expensive because switching to liquid fuels, which affects stability and also cost. So you see where we are heading towards. So governance and coordination gaps also plays a role. Different agencies, ECG, VRA, GridCo, Energy Ministry, don't always operate in the perfect synchrony. Long-term planning, procurement decision, contract negotiation haven't always been optimal, leading to inefficiencies that compound over time. Now, the communication and trust issue is also one of the things affecting the energy sector. During outages, many consumers feel they are not given clear, timely information. That erodes also the public confidence and makes even planned maintenance look like mismanagement. So when people ask power crisis or management failure, it is honestly both. Ghana doesn't lack electricity potential. It struggles with how the system is financed, managed, and maintained. This is the problem we have. We don't have electricity. I mean, we don't have power crisis easily. We struggle with how the system has been structured. We struggle with how we manage the system. We struggle with how we finance the system. And we struggle with how we maintain the system. This is our struggle as a nation. PCR, I hear my guest is in the studio. If you can fix him up and let him come, so we can have that conversation and close up for the day. So we close up for the day. Zero 537158638 is the numbers. Zero 537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us as we have this conversation with us. So these are the things plaguing us as a nation. Not that we lack anything. So we go for a break. When we return, we will have a conversation. Edu joining us. Sechi Edu joining us to have more conversation with us.
What a glorious, glorious God we serve. I am inviting you to our moment of miracle service every Tuesday morning. Every Tuesday morning. It's a time of prayer for healing, deliverance, for miracles, testimonies. It's more of a healing and prayer service. And God still heals because Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord and I change it not. As he did in the days of John and Peter, he's still doing it in our days. And so I'm personally inviting you, and I'm willing to receive you in the house of God this very Tuesday for the Moment of Miracle service. As you come, if you are sick, come. If you are troubled, come. Evil attacks, Tuesday morning is for you. God bless you as we see you this Tuesday. And I want to encourage you. I'll always be on MBN TV, and also keep watching me on all our social media platform. God richly bless you. More direction, call the number on the screen. Remember this, even though we have churches all across the nation, especially the villages, we are located in Nungwa, Adogon. God bless you. Bye bye for now.
All right, so welcome back from that quick break. Joining us in studio is Mr. Isaac Randolph Sechiedu. Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you too. I'm very sorry for being late.
That's okay. Why? Was the power cuts at your end?
No, I wouldn't say that. I had my fair share yesterday, so since this morning,
It's back.
The lights came around 5:30 a.m. So I wouldn't say, but it was church issues that I had to pass through the church.
Oh, okay. Well, we're having a conversation. I think if you chanced on it, I was saying that Ghana doesn't lack electricity potential. What we lack is we struggle with how the system is financed, managed, and also maintained. Is our biggest problem. 59 years that ECG was established, 1967, up to date, going to retirement, and we still struggle around. Power theft has become one of the things. There's no communication and trust issue. I mean, there's this communication and trust issue during outages because many consumers feel they are not given clear and timely information. And that has eroded public confidence and makes even planned maintenance look like mismanagement. We've also looked at governance and coordination gaps, which also plays a major role. Different agencies, ECG, VRA, GridCo, Energy Ministry, don't always operate in perfect synchrony. They don't work hand in hand. This one says it's overloading outages that is causing overload of transformers that is causing the outages. Someone to say it's because some place burn. Someone to say we're changing. So who is telling us the truth? So there's mistrust in the system, which is also creating this problem. Fuel dependency is also another pressure point, where the thermal plants rely heavily on natural gas, sometimes imported or inconsistent supply. I mean, when gas supply is interrupted, generation also drops or becomes more expensive. So switching to liquid fuels, which affects stability and also cost. So I've always maintained that and when it comes to tariffs, we all know it's politically sensitive. So it's also one of the things that implicates things. I mean, it has made the system more complicated because it's politically sensitive. PURC will set tariff, but increases are often resisted for social and political reasons. So tariffs don't always reflect the true cost of producing and distributing power. So when prices are artificially low, the sector bleeds financially. Public institutions are owing, they don't pay. It's also another thing eating us. And then we have the losses, transmission and distribution losses, also another big drain. I mean, ECG losses are consistently above idle levels, which translate directly into lost revenue and unreliable supply. So by you say you have a fair share, is somebody not telling us the truth? Do we need a timetable to guide us to plan? Do we need one?
Very well.
Yeah.
First off, I would like to give thanks to God, as always we do, for blessing us with the opportunity to be here once again to sit in between yourself and your co-host, Bernard, and then also to have your team doing a very good job for Mother Ghana, especially for those in this constituency that you reside. Also to greet my constituency members, as the New Patriotic Party in Global Constituency, especially the constituency chairman. We also have our regional rep, Honorable Archibald Kobina, with us, helping us with our reorganization. And then today we are beginning the vetting process to elect the polling station executives, as has been stipulated in our constitution and the manual of order. So the process is going on. I started this morning. Everybody is in team. We pray that it becomes peaceful, it becomes fair, and it also becomes transparent, so that those who win at the polling station level will win with some graciousness, and then those who lose will accept it because they went through a fair, free, and transparent election and they lost. So that will also culminate to going into the electoral area elections and then the constituency elections, after that regional elections and international elections. So I pray that it goes well at this constituency and all constituencies in Ghana as we are doing it at this very moment. Also, I would like to say to wish we had a very sad news at my church this morning that a respected woman, Madam Grace Norty, who lives at Wadi, just passed this week. I pray, and then I commit her soul, her children, Aiti, Sheila, and Serafina, and the others into the Lord. So I pray that God continue to be with them, especially these difficult times. And Madam Grace Norty, I pray you rest well. Now, on our issues, with the issue of Dumsor, we have had government communication, and the least I can say about government communication and the reasons why we have entered into Dumsor, and even if this is Dumsor, has been very contradictory, and for me to say very disingenuous, and especially hearing from the energy minister now, and then the energy minister then, the same person who was on the energy committee at Parliament when they were in opposition, that is John Jinako. And you listen to her on Adom, and then you listen to him on Adom, and then you listen to him when they were doing their Truth Something 360 hosted by Sami Gifi, and the things that he said. And so that we go back, we all know that when MPP came into office in 2017, before leading up to 2017, from 2013 coming, that is where we had this Dumsor becoming prevalent. We can never say that we have had uninterrupted lives. Like, we can never say that. But just that with those, it's faults that when it is done within 1 hour, 2 hours, it is gone. So at that time, even though there were this uninterrupted power outages, it wasn't called Dumsor. Dumsor came into the system within 2013 to 2016 when President Mahama was the president, took over from President Atameos. And then we all know that during those times, MPP said, take two things, led by our Vice President, Vice President Bawumia, now our candidate, that the issues as NDC were saying then, that it was engineering issue, it was maintenance issue, it was nothing but finance issue. And that they weren't getting money to buy fuel. And so even at that time, Nigeria blocked us from receiving gas or something from the West African gas pipeline. So when MPP came into power in 2017, the first trip that Nana Akufo-Addo did was to go to Nigeria. And if you remember, we paid, I think, 100 million or so to the Nigerian government. We can Google and then see. We paid 900 million in, I think, January or February 2017. And it was that time that we had the money. Then we had flow from the West African gas pipeline. And then things became normal. Even during COVID time, there was light. NPP experienced 2 months of doomsday, that is in 2014, August and September. The leading up to the elections, we had 2 months of this power outages, what we call, no, 2024, yes, what we call doomsday, 2024, during August and September. Listening to the commentary from the NDC and what the NDC said and what the NDC is saying today. Today, the sector minister, Jinako, says that what they are doing is better than doom CAC. Meanwhile, about 2 weeks ago, President Mahama stood on podium and then said that what they are doing is doom CAC. That they are shedding light now, power now, so that they can repair others, so that all of us will then at a certain time come at par. Yet, his subordinate, the one who takes instruction from him, says what they are doing is better than doing CAC. Today, they said it's what? VRA. How many megawatts do we receive from VRA? It is 1,000 plus. And our total megawatts is about 5,500. So if something is happening there, yes, definitely, it will have effect on us. But to put this whole thing on that, and then also turn around and say that we are replacing generators, we are replacing transformers, we are replacing fuses that have gone bad. The fuses are one too many. And look, if we go to, when you go to Kumasi's power outages is almost about a year. Those who are in Kumasi will tell you it is 1 year. In Accra, we started having this bad thing since January. So if we are told that all of a sudden it is a substation that got bent, a transmission station at Vinyari, so that is the case. It's showing disrespect to the population who gave him power. And then also, look, me, the last time I came here last week, I told you that my TV got spoiled. Yeah. Up to now, I haven't received it. Because it is one problem after the other. And a lot of people have experiences like this. Yesterday, Omahine Kwabna was talking about how his fridge too has got spoiled. Because you see, they put it off, and sometimes it's done. So they put it off, they put it on, they put it off. Sometimes by the time that you walk to go and put the thing off, it comes back again. And we all know that when power goes off and it comes back, it comes with some force. It comes with some force. So if you have not put it off on the socket and it comes straight into it, it can destroy your gadget. Now, if you like, take your cameras to the fishing house and you will see the damage. You will see the damage. If you have a cold store and I have put 5-10 containers of frozen product there and there is no light, what is happening is that my capital, my investment is going bad. Because with frozen products, immediately there is some smell, the price comes down. Immediately the color changes, the price comes down. And all of this happens if even you have light and you don't put it at a certain required freezing temperature, you will get defects on your product. And people are losing investment. We have voted for you. We don't want you to tell us the problem that MPP faced. Because that's the reason why Ghanaians didn't vote for MPP. So tell us what you are going to do. And tell us the truth. If you can choose not to tell us, we are the ones who are feeling it. Now go on social media. Go and look at it's NDC alone on Doomso has about 100 songs to them. So for this, and then also I heard you talk about transmission and then distribution losses. It's been so since with all the things that we do. Everything there are losses. Water, there are losses. There are losses in all the things that we do. Definitely, there will be some losses. But if it didn't happen some time ago, and it is happening under your time, it means then your losses through the transmission is becoming unbecoming. So it is you who have to check it. Oh, they are not in government to still complain. The NDC is not in government to continue telling us the problem. They are in government to fix it for us. It is up to we, the opposition, to point out the problems. It is not up to us to give them solutions, because what will our solutions do? Ghanaians didn't vote for us because they didn't want our solutions at that time. So our solutions will do nothing. You are the one that is are in government. Like Sam just said some time ago, we don't have to help the president in doing anything. The president is an executive president. He has been given the powers, so he should do it. That same words that Sam George used some other time ago, I'm also employing it on them, that they don't need us to give them advice. I don't have the executive pen. I cannot sign off anything. They have that executive power. They should use it to solve this problem for us. That is all.
Now, but let me ask this, quite interesting. I mean, we're looking at it holistically as a nation. Of course, this has been with us for 59 years that ECG has been in the forefront when it comes to distribution of, and we have various departments, the VRA, the GRADECO, the Ministry of Energy, the ECG, the NETCO, but it seems they don't work hand in hand. The conversation you ask us is a different conversation on the same thing. Another person says different thing on the same thing. So it gets more confusing. Now, what reforms would make accountability system truly independent and effective for us as a nation?
So it is all about the one who has been given the executive power, using the executive power for the good of the nation and not to satisfy his people. Look, one of the things that really hurt President Akufo-Addo was his unwillingness to shuffle his ministers. That is one of the things that really hurt us. And you got to know that even at a certain point in time, internally, we express dissatisfaction to our own president about that. That your unwillingness to reshuffle makes people feel at ease, as if the position that you have given them is their bona fide property. So for them, there will be no appraiser because they are the ones that are there. But if you know that if you don't do your work well, within 1 year, you will be changed. And whether we like it or not, some of the portfolios are juicier than some. It is like this workplace. Like everywhere, some portfolios are juicier than some. So if you know that you have been given this portfolio, that even allows you to sit in cabinet. But then if you don't do your work well, you may be given, if even you are not sacked, you may be given a portfolio that has nowhere close to you going to cabinet. It's an incentive on you to do the work. So for me, it is almost 1.5 years. Look, the area like telecommunication, all of us, we are using phones. Sometimes you can make like 6 times. Before you are able to communicate within 3 minutes, you should cut your line, call again, cut your line, call again, cut your line, call again. We all know how telecommunication, our phone network is behaving. Look at our light system. Look at our water system. So for me, the first thing is for the president to have that role, to act as an executive president, because at the end of the day, whatever that goes around will be put on his head, because he is the one that we gave power to, and he is the one that is sharing power to his appointees. So when we will speak about his appointees, but we will demand ultimate responsibility from the president. And then also too, there should be transparency. Look, today this is the problem. Tomorrow this is the problem. Today we have and they are in a hurry to tell Ghanaians that the problem has been solved. Yet the problem is there. Just today's newspapers, John Jinapor has come back again to say that, the engineers are done with something, and that they say today or tomorrow it will start work. When you do that, you are giving people the hope that you are solving the problem. So if they don't see it, then they will start clamoring. So that is the problem. His appointees should show respect to the populace by speaking the truth to us. It may be painful today, but if I can plan my power, it means that I will safeguard my gadgets too. Because if I know that from this morning to evening time, 6, power will be off, I will prepare myself yesterday night before today. So immediately I woke up, I will put my things off before even the main power is taken off. And then also, I will only put it on when the light comes. But if I leave and go to work, and the fridge is on.
So that is where the gadgets are destroyed.
Yes.
No, but you see, that brings to another point where, whilst we're talking, I wanted to ask that, why do government always campaign on accountability, but struggles to enforce it once in power?
It's
Why is it so?
Yes, I don't know, but I don't know if I should bring in the devil here. But I think
the devil is sitting somewhere. He's he's wearing some nice kente.
Yes. No. It is not. I think it's like saying that the sweetness of the pudding lies in the eating. When you get there, look, there are people during NPP time. We campaign for them at Emakot with reforms. The government, Nanado's government at that time saw that, this man rode on the shoulders of importers, exporters, clearing agents, and other things. So let me put him at trade and put all those things under him. He did nothing. And then we suffered electoral defeat because of him at the port. So sometimes we say all those things. Immediately we get to office and the envelopes and other things start coming.
So that is where the struggle is.
Yes, that is where the struggle is. To be able to say no, for this, I want this to be done. Those are the things. So if we don't have the discipline to know what we can reject and what we can accept, it will really bring problem to those that we are supposed to serve. So that is it. Because we know all the problems when we are in opposition. And I'm not saying it's NDC alone. I am talking as a Ghanaian, as a politician.
Because the question I asked was, when it comes to government, why do governments often campaign on accountability, but they struggle to enforce it once they are in power?
It is the enticement. It is the monitoring, the favors and other things. Those are the things. But those things will come in because we are human beings.
Okay.
Look, no matter where you find yourself, even at the church places, there are different forms of enticement that comes. Look, it's not just the last time, but I've been saying, not because I'm here, but wherever I am, I've been saying this, that let me not say our bishop, Bishop Odai, for all these services, for all these years that he has done service, I have never heard one controversy. I have never heard one controversy about him. One. I have never heard it. I don't think those things don't go to him. I think it goes because he is a human being. People will come, but it is his ability, his self-discipline to get those things away from him. Others have been in God's service for just 5 years. They are putting their head, their feet, their toes, and everything into things. It will come physically, it will come spiritually, it will come morally.
So it's a discipline aspect.
It's a discipline aspect to know what to accept and what not
to accept.
And who to accommodate and who not to accommodate. Because immediately you are given office, everybody comes to you to patronize you for favors. So they will even say things, honorable, this thing when you do, it blocks this thing. And when this amount comes, it goes to this thing. This is the paper. This is how we used to share it. This is how we used to do this. Charlie, you will go for elections another time. And there are people waiting for you at your constituency. Immediately you get up and they say, honorable, it means something must fall down.
If praises goes up, what comes down? Glory comes down.
So all these things culminate into all these issues. But we should have leaders that will say, no, for this, if I accept it, it's as good as selling my soul. So I will do this so that every Ghanaian enjoys. I will do this so that every Ghanaian.
So it means that it's about time to move away from that transactional kind of a politics into transformation kind of a politics.
I think transactional shouldn't be in, but we have created.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Yes. We need to be able to move away from that.
It's a human character. It's a human issue. It's a human issue. Even Like I'm saying, look, you live with your friends. You are good. You talk about immediately one applies for police. He goes to training and he comes back and he wears the police uniform. He feels bigger than everybody. He feels as if he's above everybody. So it's human nature. Immediately we are given some office, even with the job you are doing. There are some people who were with friends, they were eating together another thing. Immediately they start sitting on screens and people begin to see them. Their character, everything changes.
They don't talk to anybody again.
They don't talk to people. They are then limited to those that they talk to. And anytime they are having conversation, they speak as if they know. Even at church, when people are not elders, they mingle with everybody. Immediately you vote for them to become an elder. When he sees you and you even stretch your hand, he puts his hand at his back and nods. He sees you having your things and he wants you to come to him for him to add his Bible and other things so that you will carry it to his chair. So it's human nature. It is time we change our thinking. But it all ends at the doorstep of the one who has been given the power, the ultimate power to appoint. You are appointing human beings. So their character, their attitude will change. Immediately you see that change. You show the person where power lies, that the power that I've given to you, I am the person who will account for. So if you don't do this, that's under the NPP time, they brought something, 6 months or quarterly or something, appraisal of ministers. I don't know how far that went. But we can be doing that. Even if half a year appraisal given to a certain body. But even them, they are also human beings. If they go to appraise the energy minister, and the energy minister puts something down, they will write good reports. So it's about the fabric of our system. It's about human nature. That sometimes people, you see, if you like, look at from President, let me say from President Rawlings, the history of President Rawlings. Everybody had good intention. But those who corrupted them are those who are around them. Those who knew President Rawlings will tell you that he was a compassionate person. When he was in the military, he was very, very compassionate. And that is how come people supported, the military supported him as a junior officer for that particular coup. But then those intellectuals that he got around him and those soldiers that he were also with them started to use the power arbitrarily, so killing people, doing all those things. But people will tell you that this man, you if you like, look at the end, like the end years of President Rawlings, very friendly. So sometimes it is not the leaders per se, but it is those that the leader surround himself with. And if you are a leader also, and you surround yourself with praise singers, things will go down and your name will be mentioned. Look, just recently, the Pentecost,
the apostle.
The apostle, when they went to do that acting by crying and then apologizing.
Who went to do acting? Acting by crying and apologizing.
His acting can win the best actor this year.
Really?
Yes. Somebody says something. It wasn't about you. You were celebrating your birthday. And then you wept. Oh, okay. So he wept for him. Even
Jesus cried. Even Jesus wept.
Even when Omane Boama died and he was announcing, he didn't cry like that. This one, the tears, it was acting. You will see that everything was acting. Look, you are crying.
More than a bereaved?
Yes, or even the person who said that didn't cry.
Probably to affect the fortunes of his party.
Yes.
So he's thinking about the party more than
so he's crying.
The person who made the comment.
So he was crying. After crying, then Apostle said something. He said, leaders should protect their needs. I took a lot of things. He was telling President Muhammad that you appointed her. She says this unprovoked about me. But it is your name that is being mentioned. He didn't say all this commentary. He just said leaders should protect their needs.
Yeah.
But I am adding this commentary as to me, the meaning that I'm getting from.
Also, that's the meaning you got from his
statement. Because when you say
leaders must protect their name.
Look, Bishop,
but there are people who are called that hell's true.
Yes, look, Bishop, with all this investment, even me, that comes here, that people see me on MBN. There may be some who may think that I work here. There may be some who may think that I work here. If I go and do something, and I'm caught, they will say, oh, MBN. What does it mean? It has brought your office into disrepute. Meanwhile, it is not Bishop who sent you. So we should protect our name.
No, so, maybe that's what the chief of staff was there to rep the president.
Right. Oh, the best thing for you is to reprimand the one who said that, the Free Souls Board director. It was unprovoked. Look, even when the woman did that, it allowed people to go into the archives. Yeah. In 2022, October 17, 2022, Apostle said the same thing. That they were also at the riverbed, and they said even more than this, that the president had to do something because it is getting bad. Just now, our immediate past moderator, Joy Mante, also said that he organized Apostle and some other pastors, and they went to President Akufo-Addo's office. He gave them audience, and they spoke their mind to him. He said they didn't hear, even there was no leakage. They spoke their mind to the president. Nobody insulted them. And even look at the tone. Look, if you watch the video, you see the disrespect.
We'll come after him.
Yes. And you see, sometimes that's the reason why they say we Ekwapen people, we are very respectful. Because we say, oh, please, Mepaucho. So like we say, Mepaucho, say, oh, yeah. I have insulted you, but I pleaded with you first. So you will not feel that one. But when you come to my people, you see, so even with the kue, you will feel offended before the insult comes. But meanwhile, it is the same thing. So sometimes your demeanor, the way you act, the way you throw your hands, the way you construct even your face, shows the disrespect with which you are attaching to that person. It was unprovoked.
It was unprovoked. 053-715-8638 is the numbers on your screen. You can give us a call. We're having a conversation here with, I love the other name, Isaac Randolph. I like Randolph. Yeah, because I have a movie I watch and there's some Randolph in there.
But so Isaac is
more it's your birth name. So he's called Isaac Randolph Sechiedu.
I like that. I like the Isaac because of the promise that comes.
Because of the promise that comes with the Isaac. Great. Now, so we're having a conversation. We're looking holistically what we do as a people. Whilst out of government, we churn out all the promises we want to churn out. But when we come in, we're struggling to implement the things we've said to the Ghanaian people. So my next thing is, how do we separate genuine reforms from political messages?
It all also comes down with the electorate. They say you are as good as the one you elect to lead. You are as good as the one you elect to lead.
Yeah.
So it also comes down to the electorate. If the electorate said that, the last time I came here, said that we don't want 11, NPP said it will help us generate funds. We are punished by that. Next time when NPP get the chance, NPP will be serious with what people say about their policies. If today, voter regional women are going on demonstration just 1 year into the new administration because they are asked to pay exams fees. And for them, 8 years, they haven't been asked to pay exams fees. Why now? So they are going on demonstration. If they act upon it through their votes, the next government that will come will not take them for granted.
You're right.
So it is we, the populace, we choose to take what we want to take. Look, today, Zipline contract has been cancelled. And when Zipline came into being, we stopped hearing about death through snake bites and other things. Look, in Dungwa here, you will not think those things are important. But go to the villages, go to the interlands. So, for the politicians will get serious if those who will let them decide that we will take you by your word when we give you the power. When they do that, then the politician will take you serious. If I am coming into an election and I'm campaigning, and I tell you that when you elect me, I will give you 1 hot meal free, and you elect me, and I come and I see that this promise that I did, I cannot sustain it. What I have to do is to source for funds outside, genuinely, to do that. Because my integrity is on the line. Because if I don't do that, in the next 4 years, these same people will remove me. So it gets me thinking, which company am I going to see? If it is Nungwa here, which companies on the Spinters Road in the Nungwa enclave am I going to see? Because I'm the MP, so I carry some respect.
You carry some.
I go there. These are my people. This is what we want to do. We will give you accountability. I will find an accounting person to sit on every fund that you give us. Whatever that goes out, I will let people sign for it. We will provide you accounts quarterly on what we are using your money for. Then those people will put their money in, and your campaign promise will be fulfilled. At the end of the day, who takes the glory? You. Not even the one who funded it. It is because I know that in the next 4 years, I will be judged by what I said. But if I say things and I don't do it, and next time I go for elections, and people sing my slogan and still vote for me, next time again, when I come, I'll find something for some other people.
Also, so more or less, people are trading the 50 cedis for 5 million roads.
Yes.
That's exactly what's happening.
So when I give you 500 Ghana cedis today, and you are happy with it, you have to accommodate me for 4 years. And for me...
But you are losing development.
Yes, for me, I will always propagate that we have a bad leader who will stay 4 years. So we use our tongue to decide than for anybody to come and remove that bad leader undemocratically.
Absolutely. Well, this one is coming from a question. So look, a chairman asks Edu Randolph this for me. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Samuel.
Yes, boss, my brother. Ni tete. This one me from Tabora. No, this is me from Tabora.
Studio. Ni Shiba Mito Mabiake. He came as a politician. I don't know his demeanor. Because Kwedi is Saligba, ya Una as a politician, she Unakem a silent Koni, meaning Tasha Nimbulet to Intellectual Alu Equaless is his opinion. And I have mine. Kewabana president, Nijidas, former president, Alu former administration, you but for good years. Bene ba Ekewa SS power, Bokayo. What I can become Basani, and Minton, Ibo, that's the Kenya, your man. I can media is the fourth out of the governors. I know Janakai. Yafika, Ake, Abuma, media, Yapitai. What do you need? Yamunia, many wa. Need the governor say, Ne UM, Alo Janakai. It will get Akufa Batano for 8 years. Neighbor, first year, it can work away excess power. I don't like a KO. Kepa the Mama Shia to this is the power of fashion. Prasana Kekwa and I home. She at the end now, Yawashatin. The Kampawa Yaka far. If I should be any Wabana, Dumsone, the same thing. Ni Abina Poake, Mineo at your light and a pocket, a how a timetable. It can work a how a timetable. I don't know if you like my name. As someone, Anwa Basani. Mimbo Kamen Basani. No, Napoke Wake, Mimbo timetable bag Ganiago. Ahum Otum Foba out the Batagana Biake, and even you feed me, Fite, you know, Fair Ganane. Scramine or Bomani asked you in a fire. I said no Fiana Habu, but no Banas. I look after this studio, I only any year Maya Buena, but no Banani still of Tele. Scramine now you on a jail and about you because for your excess power, I have a car power a car bus from Turkey. Me I move car back here from Accra, Kate Kumasi. No, now come. Even the price now, moving the car back from Accra to Kumasi, I can it cost for $17 million. These are the people. Now I'm paying the title exam fee. It was me there. What are they the demonstration? Oh, like an exam fee now I pay the exam fee now I pay the. I pay exam fee. I pay title what other one? I get how do you call it? Oh, Kenya. I pay exam fee. I pay how do you call it? Oh, past questions. What like the past questions? I have students, other people. Past questions, I have students. Me no, I pass questions student down. You mean when you were born, where you are school, but when you are past question how? I know your past question how. Past question, nobody to my banner. Because of there's an agenda of free education. It was either more about passing. It was now the past question. You couldn't quite make your exams. Ni NDC but when they track, no student that you are now exams. Come on, fail now, fail. What fail now, fail. She the period now can fail. I tell her achieve in that political gains. Achieve me woman can move without any cross examination. Well, what papa at times I can educate you. Yeah, one understand. You can on about you. What do you know what the batch? Why should my honorable Lucas? She can call currently the whole Ghana CEO say a chuniwa on the mega on the Migani. You can Lucas or fair what she call it like a DBA. You can check him where Jenny. Jenny, one discuss with modern and common. One discuss with 100,200. One discuss that for $100,000 like a petrol Kennedy. Via the fair bear. Anything minister they bash for a class where only 5 days of power, 5 days of SNS for that Abu Napo before he left power. You want to on be a walk up in your man will give my government tell more, one out more. There you are. No.
All right, thank you so much. So he did mention about some 200 something million dollars for the AmeriPower badge or plant that was from Tema to Kumasi. The AmeriPower relocation was Tema Abazi to Kumasi. The cost was $35 million. That is about 280 million cedis at that time. Later, estimate in Parliament discussion rose to 24 million to 38 million, depending on the scope and modification that was done to the plan. So it's not $270 million. This one from Kwesi sent me something I want, but you wanted to react to something just in a minute.
I think a lot of the things he said, I don't. So he is saying that if when he was going to school, past questions weren't given to him free, it shouldn't be given to anybody. And you see, this is the mentality that we have. That for us, the situation, even when we go 10 years, should be the same as our situation. Look, there are a lot of us. If we met free SHS, we wouldn't have been sitting where we are. We would have gone a lot higher. Look, there was a story of somebody. You know that in this life and in our human life, some develop very early, some develop very late.
Yeah.
So there are some, they only develop at SS. There are some when they were in JHS, they were good. But immediately they went to SS, they declined. There are some, they were bad when they went to JHS, but when they went to SS, they became good. So at every stage and individual's development. So when the thing is free and you put the people there, there is a lady that had 2 first class last 2 years. He had 36 from JHS to SHS. And then from SHS to university, she had 24 or something. But then when she was finished, she had 2 first class.
So everybody with his own development.
Yes, everybody. And I tell you, look, there are a lot of people who are professors now, who are doctors now. They started at their village. If they waited for school buildings to be built with air conditioning, everything, they wouldn't have gotten to where they were. Me, I've always said that it is better for you to educate somebody sitting on a block to learn than for education, for the access to educate not to be there at all. So we should be very careful with saying these things because of politics. And then also with the SS power. What is SS power? SS power is not like power that you say it is there and you don't use it. But then we have contracted people to provide power for us, and we are paying them, but we are not using the power. That is what excess power is about. And if a government comes to office for 8 years, and you experience power outages 2 months into his last year, and then you come to power. Let's say for the first year, you maintain the power for us. In your second year, the power starts to go bad, and then you are blaming the person that you took office from. How does this even work out? How does this work out? So, as for me, we will continue to play the politics. That's the reason why he said that he doesn't know whether I'm a politician, because he expected me to give to NDC, so that when you also come, he gives to MPP. But I don't come here to talk or to communicate in a way that somebody who at home wants me to. I have my conscience, and I also have my credibility at stake. So if it goes against, and when we are saying this, I have blamed MPP in areas that I think that we didn't do well. So it is not like we're doing a blanket discussion and saying that NPP is good, NDC is bad. I'm saying that even if NPP is bad and NDC is the angel is on. Today we don't have light. Give us light.
053-715-8638. But let me ask this question. Ghana has experienced reoccurring power challenges. Okay. Across.
Hello, Samuel.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Please allow me to make this a quick rebuttal. This is me again, sorry. Yeah, this is me again, please. Sorry for
that's okay.
Coming back.
That's okay.
I think yesterday I asked you a question. The day when they are swearing the mama in, you had then former Minister of Energy, George Napo, tell the whole Ghanaians that we left with only 5 days of power. Is that true or not?
It is not true.
No, later they came out to say they debunked.
Is that true or not? Ask my brother for me.
It is not
true or not?
It is not. It is your own Jinapo.
You said it's not true. You said it's not true. You said it's not true. God forgive you. Have a good morning. God forgive you. Have a good morning.
So I that's aside. I don't mind. You don't worry. Look, it is Abu Jinapo. It is the current energy minister who told, I think, City News Enjoy that when they came, they meant only 5 days, 5.5 days of fuel. And then they were challenged, and then he came back to say that it wasn't the fuel that was powering the nation, but it was something else. He rebranded it. So it is not Samuel Abu Jinapo in MPP wasn't an energy minister. So how could he say that we were left with 5? So it is his own Jinapo that said that. But later he was proved wrong when he went to Parliament, and then his words will go into the Hansard. He corrected what he said. So this is it. But as to the others, don't worry yourself. It is part of the hazard.
Well, but the point is that, yeah, so I was asking this just before we go, I was asking that Ghana has experienced reoccurring power challenges across different administrations. At what point do we stop blaming government and start fixing structural problems?
Yeah, so we have to, that is what I said, that aside all the communities, it comes to the doorstep of the one who has been given executive power to work. Look, your colleague, Captain Smart, said something, that the generators that the NDC is saying that they are changing, that it is 40. It is 30 transformers, sorry. It is 38 years plus 8 years. So he is adding from 38 years of those transformers coming into being, plus the MPP 8 years, making 46. And that is what they were using. And they are using light, and it wasn't like this. So the NDC government cannot blame the transformers. He said this. All that we are saying is that for the MPP, we still think that it is a generational problem. It is about finance. It is about the government getting money for the fuel to power the transformers. For us, this is what we think. We thought that in 2016, we think still it is financial issue. That's the reason why when we came in 2017, we didn't bring any engineer to fix any generator. We just bought fuel. We paid money to Nigeria.
No, we're owing Nigeria, yes. And the government paid 75 million, yes, to cure
and then,
part of the
debt. And then we have light. So for us, it is still, it is not about some, look, yesterday, on ecosystem, Obi was saying that he had spoken with the engineers at the Akosomo. And look at something. Look, I was listening attentively. He said, the engineer said that the transmission, for want of a better word, the transmission station that got bent, the power that they will be getting from Gridco or something, they will bypass that transmission station. and then take it to Tema, so that Tema will transmit it. I don't have any problem with that. They understand their way, because he said he got this from an engineer. So if it is not the generation at Viari that got bent, it is the transmission. So if they can get power from Gridco from somewhere and bypass the transmission system at Viari and take it straight to them, what about what the GRA is generating? Why can't they also transmit that same thing, megawatts that GRA is generating to Tama? Bernard, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If you say this transmission, this is the transmission at Akosobo. This is Akosobo. This transmission got bent. So when we are getting power from somewhere, we will bypass this transmission and take it straight to Tama, to this. What about what the Akosobo generates? Because what Akosobo generates, unless it takes to this transmission, it is with. So why can't it also transmit straight to Tama? So why will this be affected? I don't get it.
Well, you don't get it.
I may not make.
Yes. About transmission.
That is what he was saying yesterday.
You're not able to supply 1,000 megawatts.
No, yes, so that's transmission. When supply means transmitting the power.
So it's not about generation.
No. Let's put the dots together.
It's okay. This is how it is. VRA generates.
No, it's Gridco.
No.
Okay.
VRA generates. Okay. Gridco does the transmission. They transmit to the sellers. So let's say electricity, ECG, and Netco are retailers. Okay. So Gridco will supply to them. Then they will retail to the consumer. Now, from generation to distribution to supply, the losses even there is also huge. And this is what we have sat as a nation for ages. We are not able to unravel how do we curtail those losses as well, because it's revenue. So at the time that 10,000 is living here, by the time it gets to its destination, it's not 10,000.
Yeah, but those things, it is not the fault.
No. What I'm saying,
it's not the fault of the consumer.
So that is where, I raised some issue this morning by telling you that when it comes in reality, because of political expedience, we don't put the figures on paper. It's like that, but what actually goes there is different. Because so all these things are accumulating the problems we are having. Finance is also another thing, which is eating us. We are not being truthful to ourselves as a nation. Yeah, the energy about politics. That is where we are where we are.
But
let's face reality for once.
We cannot say this in the open like that.
That is what I'm saying.
Because we have come from some administration to another administration, and we are here. When you were doing the MPPA,
well, let me just before you, let me clarify this from Ni. The claim that Ghana was left with only 5 hours of fuel for power generation was made by John Abdullahi Jinapor. At that time, he's a member of Yape Kusogu and part of the NDC transitional team in 2025 transition. That was where he made. What he actually stated was that Ghana had only about 5 hours of fuel, that is heavy fuel oil, left for electricity generation, warning of possible load shedding if urgent action was not taken.
And he said that way.
And it was referred and later clarified that he referred to only specific fuel type.
So, you get what I'm saying.
And use, yes, not the total national, but not the total national reserves. That was what he said. He later clarified that it refers only to oil type used in some plant, not the total national fuel reserves. That was the clarification he brought. Then the MPP and the former energy minister rejected the claim, calling it alarmist. They argue it was meant to create panic. Jinapor insisted his figures were based on transition briefing at that time. The statement made by John Jinapor, the NDC Energy Transition Team, referred to specific power plant fuel stock, not a national fuel. It was later heavily debated and partly clarified. That was a clarification. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mimi. I'm Pacho. You know, baby, I'm free.
I'm Pacho Boga. Because I'm
okay, Boga, it's you. Boga, you have feedback be everywhere. Which is so much me a lower feedback now.
What's that?
You have feedback be a watch. So much me a lower feedback now, Maya. No, Kasa. As a mate, Kasa being so watch.
Okay. Yo.
Okay, it's you.
Chairman Penny, John Mama. I didn't pay for. Yes, Reno. Yes, Reno, Kenyan. Umuna Casano. Nothing Pia, but Pia. Now you do so everything. In fact, like being a Tumson anointing, papa. You see, now, you're tossing you, Miss Renon. We not to charge it. You're tossing you, not to charge it. If you say, won't go for Casaya on show on A plus as more kind. What friend? Domagine, it's what kind of friend. Why do you crown some account of the bear crash and call design? Oh, I'm so soon crop for me. Who jam? Also, crop for only one year. I know crop for me and what you. I don't know what to watch you. I won't crop for you, and let us Obama and this for. Why, Mamma Ghana, Damasi, and was.
Yes, you don't Boga, Yamishra on so.
So, with what we're saying, what can kill it is that if you say somebody left you, and also the commentary of the clarification, it was an afterthought.
Yeah,
when he said it at first, he said this is what the MPP left, the four that he was very categorical.
No, yes, so that's I was giving clarification to the guy because one, he mentioned some figures. He mentioned
you have every right to read the whole thing.
Yes, so that was why I was giving the clarification.
I'm saying
you are doing your.
Yes, I'm doing my politics. From the time that he said things.
Sure.
And then even with the
he brought certain panic into the system.
Yes, and then what he said that it was even for some specific fuel and other things. We can cure this by going into the accounts and see that in January they bought fuel for any plant. And this buying of this fuel, it is not like going to the market and purchasing fuel. Yeah. Because it is for the nation. It comes in huge quantities. And you have to do letter of credit. There have to be some system to pay. Sometimes we hedge the commodity. What we mean by hedging commodity is that we are saying that today we are buying it at 12 cedis for maybe 6 months. So let's say from June to December 2026, we are buying your product. We are buying it at 12 cedis. If it goes up, it is not our matter. If it comes down, it is not our matter. So we are buying. So these products are hedged ahead of time. Because government is not like the petty trader that will go buy and then bring it. So these things goes with a lot of documentation. So you cannot just say and then you go away with it. But that is what we have become. Look, if it is elsewhere, like the media will probe till he apologizes if it is wrong. Or the media will probe till he provides proof if it is right. So what we are here to do, at the end of the day, if I come here and say that and there is no, so I will sleep in it. If I come here and defend the government and there is no, so I will sleep in it. Like I said in August, September 2024, that we are going into an election. The lighting system is hurting the MPP because instead of talking about the things that we have done for Ghanaians to vote for us, we are explaining why we are using that time to explain why we are in doing so. And it is not good for the party. That same energy I am saying now, that it is not good for us because people are losing money, businesses are coming down, and people will be laid off. Because if I have a cold store and I employ 10 people, and now the light is making the fish go bad, or the meat go bad, or the apple or the thing go bad, what it means is that I cannot be paying all the 10 people the way I'm paying. So it is either they take a pay cut or I lay some people off till the lights come. I get my things at the level that and then I bring them up or I raise their pay again. So what is happening is hurting all of us. If you think that it's about NDC, it's about MPP, you can think like that. But when it goes off, it doesn't go off for MPP and on for NDC. It goes off for all of us.
Well, it goes off for all of us. Let's say wish a big thank you to Reign of Isaac CGADU joining us this morning, myself and Bernard Agbemo Eduji. Let's say some birthday to some few people. Bernard, you have some birthday. I saw some birthday coming from you, right?
Our one Danny sent this to me, wishing.
Our own Danny.
Yes, our own Danny here.
Is it Danny? Because he sent something to me. It's Danny.
Yeah.
He's always wishing those. I don't know, but
He has things.
Okay. So let's do this one first. This one is from. I said, please help me wish this. Please help me wish. Okay. So Erica Amezo, is that a happy birthday to her? The name did not come. I think this was a text from one of our viewers wishing her. She's a teaching nurse. She's a training nurse at Techiman nursing training school. Today is your birthday. We're wishing you, Erica, a happy birthday with God blessings, good health, long life, and plenty money. So you can go on with the one from Danny.
Yes, so this is from Daniel. Happy birthday, Cookie Love. Cookie Love. I hope I got it.
Cookie Love.
Cookie Love.
Yeah,
God's
Cookie Love.
grace on your life is evident, and I love the team player you are. You will do so well. Your generation will be proud of you. May this new year exceed your expectations. Enjoy today. I love you.
Hey.
Daniel and all GAO group.
Okay, so from Daniel to.
No, I think maybe it is from Daniel. He added a GOA group to divert attention.
To divert attention. Well, maybe.
It's a political statement.
Well, that's Cookie. All we can wish you is a long life, good health, and plenty money. Enjoy your birthday with the peace of God that comes. And all of you celebrating your birthday today, we wish you all well. Let me pick 20 seconds of your thought. Our time is up. We need to go.
I just want to comment our guest. It's something I've been wanting to say, but because of what the caller said, and you bear witness that one thing I've been seeing, at least from last week, is the fact that we are too politically polarized as a people.
Yeah.
And it's not helping our development. People cannot just be objective. They have to be partisan. They cannot look at things objectively. So if you get people who speak for a particular party but try to be objective, we need to celebrate them. And I need to celebrate my former
Isaac.
Yeah, for
somebody say Isaac.
You see, just a few people can take such a position.
Yeah.
And for such people, you will not be liked from within, because you won't go and do I call it the pedestrian kind of politics. And that is killing us. But for the few people who try to be objective, we need to commend them.
All right, so let me, just before we pick 20 seconds, this one is from a viewer, and it says, good morning, Chairman, good morning. It said, Chairman, good morning. Please ask the NDC guy why is it that every time NDC comes to power, Dumsor comes? That means this sitting government doesn't know how to handle matters that comes to energy sector. When NDC was in power, there were Dumsor everywhere. If they were about to solve it for NDC, why don't they solve it and stop blaming the past government? NDC government, I don't love this word, lies. They promised a 24-hour economy, but see what is happening. Their first year, they were catching people for a whole 1 year now. See, this year is Dumsor, and that will be another 1 year. Hey, they just don't have ideas to maintain Dumsor issues. Okay, he didn't add this name, but I think it's Blinks or something that is sent that message to us. So 20 seconds. So 20 seconds.
Someone thinks that I'm NDC.
Yeah.
Because he's not seeing me punching NDC. But I'm MPP. I'm MPP.
All right then.
So, continuing from where Bernard said, it's difficult for us. And you see, we are going for elections. I'm not going again as the constituency communications officer. I'm not going. Part of the reason is what Bernard just espoused. That's part of the reason.
You want to speak on the national
Yes,
issue?
something that you have to resolve. You have to do this, and that is what is communication now. Because that is what people are getting favors for now. They want to see you be buga. Somebody can say, communication officer, where do you too gentle? Or you say, or you're sorry, penny, or your communication officer want to mean. Like, when you give him the audience, he will not be able to speak. Yeah. But he wants you to speak like the way he wants.
He will want you to speak.
So he is putting what he wants to say into your integrity, so that when you say it is sexual, and I will not do that.
All right.
So what he said, that is part of it. But we are here. I have enjoyed the 4 years that I've worked for him, and I think that
we need to go. We need to go. We need to go. Thank you so much, and that brings us to the end of today's edition. From all of us here on the team, thank you for staying with us through the conversation, the analysis, the voices that matters. These issues may be complex, but the public interest remains clear. Accountability, development, and a better future for all. Stay engaged, stay informed. Don't forget your voices matters in shaping the national conversation. My name is El Samuels. I did this together with Bernard Agbemo Eduji, and ably joining us this morning is a man, Isaac Randolph Sechiedu. Do have a good morning.